Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to A Touch of Evil, the Banshee, turn 12, which will hopefully be the last turn, but we'll see. Right, anything from last turn? Well yes, we did have a couple of shadow track movements. If you recall, we moved it back 3, but then we moved it forward 2, and because of that I had to transfer 2 investigation over to Valeria. Sarah loses 2, but Valeria gains them on shadow trap movement. But that's okay, because it's the start of the next turn, and because of her strength of light ability, she gets 2 back. So she gets those back. So that's okay. Right. So I think that's it for upkeep for this phase. Our first player will be Eliza, the witch hunter. So let's crack on with the hero phase. And here's Eliza at the blacksmith. So first of all, let's roll for movement. And a 6. Now we could get to the crossroads, but we do not want to start the showdown now, because we've still got to get the widow Jessica. Unfortunately, Eliza doesn't yet have enough investigation to do that. She's only got 2. So what we'll do is we'll go to the manor anyway. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 and go to the manor, and then she's going to try and pick up those investigation. I think she's going to use cunning for that, because her cunning is 6. What with the Book of the Occult and the +1 that she got from Magistrate Croft. So that's 6 dice to pick up 3 investigation. Whoop. Well, she's got 4 there. So there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. She picks up all those investigation. So groovy. Which puts her up to 5. Which is cool. She could buy the widow Jessica now, because that does mean that you can swap allies at the start of the showdown and in between fight rounds, but let's just leave it for the time being. I think Sarah will end up buying her, so we'll leave her on 5. We've picked up those investigation. We wanted to get those first, just in case we got a bad mana draw. So we'll do that mana draw now. And we get the skeleton key. Item key. Draw a random location for this key. While at that location, you may discard this key as an action to gain D6 investigation. Or discard this key as an action to immediately move to and encounter any named space on the board. Now we're going to use it for that. I'm just going to have a look if there's anything that will get us something really good. Like we could go to the blacksmith, for example. Yeah, and we'd be able to encounter that space. So hang on, I'm just going to look at all the boards and I'll be back in a minute. Hello everyone, I'm back. Yeah, there was I was considering taking her to the barracks on the coast board, but that does mean we get a Tidewater Village encounter and they're not nice. We could have spent 2 investigation to get a militia and place the militia at the crossroads. But you know what I'm going to do is we're going to go to the blacksmith. Yeah. We will be able to buy healing herbs for 3 investigation and still have 2 left, and we can heal 2 wounds off a hero that way. So we'll move her here, and we also get to draw an event card, and event cards are good, so might not be the best idea. You'll probably come up with, why didn't you do this? But let's do this instead. Let's hope we get a decent event card. I mean, we could get a militia off the event card, but we don't. We get strength of spirit, event spirit. Look at this again. Poor FFP, poor. Play this card on any hero. That hero immediately gains a +1 spirit marker. Right, so we're going to play it. And it's going to get played, obviously, onto Valeria. So she's got 4 spirit now, which is good. So let's get that spirit marker. There we go. So she's got the Founder's Journal as well, so that puts her up to 4, which means none of our heroes can be affected by the Banshee Spectre ability. So that's not too good. I think we can get rid of this now. Encounter any namespace on the board. We've done that, but we can buy town items. We've got 5, and this was the deck that I'll look through. Now, we can only spend 4 out of 5 because we will need some for the showdown. Well, at least 1. So what I've decided to go for is we'll take the healing herbs. So we can discard at any time, except during a fight round. So in between fight rounds is fine to heal 2 wounds from any single hero in your space, including yourself. So we'll buy this for 3. It'll help keep us alive, I think, during the showdown. And here's 3 investigations she's paying, so she's got 2 left. Right, so that is it for Eliza. We're not going to do any sort of... we're not looking at any secrets, we're not buying any layer cards, we're not starting the showdown ourselves, and we're not doing any trading. So let's move across to our next player, who is Sarah the Bright Witch, and she's here. So let's take one of these 5s, and let's use it as our movement die. Remember, we need 3. Oh, no, what again? But we can re-roll. We're going to use the charm again. I think we can use it again. Yeah, once per game round. Force any single die to be re-rolled. So we're going to re-roll that 1. Because we need a 3. We're going to change the dice. Come on. 2/3 of a chance, a 3 or better. Yes! So we've rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. And she is at the Crossroads. Now, we've got to sort of not do this here. Instead of an encounter, we start the showdown. But that's all that we lose, the encounter. So we can do other stuff. So what she's going to do is she's going to spend 3 investigation. Because she can still do this. She can spend 3 investigation and heal that wound. So she's done that, because that's not the encounter. What else is she going to do? She's also going to spend another 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which leaves her with 2. And she's going to buy the Widow Jessica. Yeah, so she spent 4, as per Widow Jessica being a hero of the people. So she has now joined Sarah. And she has got 2 left. And with the 2 investigation that are left, she is going to start a showdown. It only costs 1. So let's read what will happen when we do that. At the start of each showdown fight round, in which you do no wounds to the villain, roll a d6. On the roll of 4+, the villain escapes, immediately ending the showdown. Well, we don't want that to happen. In the cooperative game, which we're playing, if any hero present does no wounds to the villain, roll once. So we've got to make sure that everybody gets at least 1 hit in on the villain. Right, so that is that. We are starting the showdown. So we've got to form the hunting party. Now everybody else can join. They just have to pay the cost, and the cost is 1. So that's 1 from Eliza, the witch hunter, and 1 from Valeria. So they are both paid, and they can both join. both joined her at the Crossroads. Righty-ho. Right, I shall set the rest up. I won't be a moment. Hello, and here we are at the Showdown. Took me a bit longer to organise it than I thought. In the end, I went for this sort of arrangement. It took me ages. Right, anyway, it's all set up now. So, what have we done? We've got 2 elders. We've got Dr. Manning, who we've assigned to Eliza the Witch Hunter, and we've got Sophie the Midwife, who's been assigned to Valeria. The Widow Jessica is an ally, so she's still with Sarah the Bright Witch. So, put all the stuff here. The only thing I've changed around is the flail and the cutlass. The 2, Valeria and Sarah, have swapped those over. Valeria will get 5 combat dice, 3 here, 2 for the flail. Sarah will get 5, she's got 3, 1 for Oath of the Hunter because we're against a ghost, plus 1 for the cutlass, so that's 5, and Eliza gets 7. She's got 1 for the militia soldier, 1 for the pistol, and 3 here, which makes 5, plus 2 because she is a hunter. Cool. Right, the Banshee, I took all her plus 2 and plus 1 markers off and replaced them with actual wounds because it'd just be easier to keep track of them. So she's got 19, but she has got an extra wound up here, sort of, with the boatman. So, and she gets an extra combat, which will give her 8 combat dice. So, and she's got a horrible ability I've noticed called Wailing Death if she rolls 6s, which means we take another wound unless we spend 2 investigation, which is a real pain. Which reminds me, 2 investigation. It's the start of the Showdown. So Sarah gets 2 investigation, so she's up to 4. Right, okie dokie. Everybody's got 4 or more spirit, so we don't have to worry about, what is it, Spectre. But will-o'-wisps, if we get a hero that's killed or town elder or whatever, she'll get plus 1 wound marker. That and Wailing Death, when she rolls 6s, is a real pain. In fact, I don't think we're going to win. It's that bad. Right, before we start, Sophie, the midwife, she's going to use a special ability to get rid of some of these, hopefully. So what we've got to do is roll a 3 or better. We'll start with growing strength, because that'll mean we'll get rid of a wound straight away. So let's roll a die. We get a 2. So the one that we wanted to get rid of, we can't get rid of. Next is Veil of Darkness. A 5, we get rid of that. Then it's Full Moon. That doesn't really apply. The boatman isn't a minion, he's an evil elder, but we may as well roll for it. A 2, keep that. But again, it's the other one that's a problem. The Order's Influence, a 2. That doesn't matter, because that was the one. More than 1 secret, but the 2 that we've picked don't have more than 1 secret. And then the other Order's Influence we do get rid of. So we kept 3 of them. That one's and that one don't really affect anything, but that one means she still has 19 wounds. You can get rid of these, as I say, they won't affect anything. They would affect something if we kept playing after this Showdown, but we're not going to. For example, say the Crossroads comes into play. If we don't get a wound on the villain, we have to roll once on if we're playing cooperatively, and if she gets a 4 or plus, she will escape. I'm gonna house rule it. I know I said I wasn't doing house rules, but I think the game's gone on too long, if I'm honest. So if she does manage to roll that 4, if one of us don't get a wound on her and she does manage to roll that 4, I'm going to take it that we failed. So we can afford to get rid of those mystery cards because they're not going to come in again. Right, so who's going to go first? We'll go with Eliza. She was going first this turn anyway, so she'll be the first person. Right, she gets 7 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And she's going to use a red one, and she's going to assign the red one to the boatman. Right. Well, the red one to the boatman's 1. So we've got rid of the boatman, but we're in big trouble because we haven't got another success. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to use the charm. Thankfully we've got a charm. And we are going to re-roll one die, and we've got to get a success. Whoop, we've missed. And we do get a success, thankfully. Otherwise it'd have been over very quickly. So it does lose a wound, so no need to roll on that Crossroads thing. And the boatman stays on for now. It's simultaneous combat, so 7 dice for the Banshee. And she's also going to roll a red dice for Dr. Manning. Oh, look at this. See what I said about 6s? So that's 3 6s. She's only got 1 investigation, so they're essentially 2 wounds each. There's a 5 here. At least those missed. And we've got a 5 here. But we're going to stop that because we've got just a scratch. So we're going to stop that hitting Dr. Manning. So, good card gone already. And Dr. Manning is going to try and stop these. So he needs a roll of 4+. We're going to roll the 3 6s first. No, in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to use near miss. That is such a good roll. We'll use near miss. So we've got to re-roll all those successful to hit rolls. Yeah. So 4 to hit rolls, we've got to re-roll them, haven't we? Whew, good call, good call. So 1 hit, and now we'll use Dr. Manning. So we've got to get a 4+ to prevent this wound. And we did get a 4. Woohoo! So no wounds. But we did have to get rid of a few cards there. Right, so where are we up to? So that is the end of that mini fight round. The boatman does go now. So at least she's down to 7 combat. And the boatman and his wound and his combat bonus have gone. Brilliant. Right, so who's next? Sarah the Bright Witch is next. Got a bit of a plan. So we're going to put it into operation. We're going to use another event card. We're going to use Spirited Away. Play on any hero, including yourself, to allow them to add their spirit to their combat for 1 fight round. So we're going to play that. We're going to play it on Sarah. She's going to use the Widow Jessica's spirit as per the Hero of the People thing. So 6 extra dice plus 5, that's 11 dice. They all go on the Banshee because we've got rid of the boatman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come on. Come on, Sarah. We need a good roll. That looks like a good roll. We've got 4, 3, 1 fell out. Yes, another one. So we got a 5, 3 5s and a 6. So that is 4 hits. Brilliant. These over here. 4 hits. That is fabulous. So that puts it down to what? 1, 2, 3, 14. There we go. Woohoo! Good hit, good hit. Right. Banshee only got 7 combat now though. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to use a red die against the Widow Jessica. Oh, got 6 on the Widow Jessica there. Another 6, which is 2 hits. At least all the others missed. Right. That's 6. We're going to stop it becoming 2 hits by spending 2 investigation. So we'll move it to a 5. So that is 1 hit. I think the Widow Jessica's had it, hasn't she? Oh no, we'll play escape so she doesn't die. Yeah. Play to prevent all wounds that would have been done to a town elder. And if during a showdown, return them to town. Does that mean I have to return them to town? Or it means it stops them returning to town? I think they've got to return to town. But at least she didn't die. So we don't have to put an extra wound on the Banshee. So you managed to escape. Right. I've got 2 investigation left. Right, 2 investigation left. I'm going to use Aura of Protection on this final wound. Need a 3+. I get a 6, that's great. So those 2 investigation prevent that final wound. Okay, right. What's next? Valeria. Valeria gets 5 fight dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, Valeria. Oh, just 1. Just 1. We're not rolling very well at all, I don't think. So, down to 13. So, I'm now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 1 red die. Sophie the midwife. Right, so a 6 and a 5, that's bad. We can prevent the 6 doing 2 damage because we've got 2 investigation we can spend. So that is just 2 hits. Is there anything else we can do? No, because Sarah is out of investigation. So we just take 2 wounds. Oh, we're not getting enough wounds in, I think. Oh no, we're not going to take 2 wounds. Sod it. Let's use duck and roll. Yeah? So play at any time to prevent 2 wounds to any hero, so we'll prevent them going on Valeria. I probably should save that for Eliza, but sod it. Play it. Right, so that is the end of the first showdown round. So charm goes back. We get 2 investigation for Sarah. Unfortunately, the Widow Jessica's gone. Is there anything else we can do in the interim? Is there anything to do? I don't think so. No, that's it. So it's Sarah to go first this time. So she is going to roll 5 dice. We could do with some better rolling. Way 2. So she got 2 hits in, 2 6s. So that puts it down to 11. I still don't think it's going to do as much good, to be honest. But, right, so that's 2 hits on the Banshee. The Banshee's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 dice, all on Sarah. Whoop. Ooh, so it was just the 1 6. And she's got 2 investigation to prevent it being 2 wounds. So she only gets 1 wound. Pretty good. That wasn't too bad. Right. Next up is Valeria. She gets 5 dice as well. Come on, Valeria. Good one. Nothing, but we've got the charm. Come on. We need a hit. We do get a hit. Fabulous. So down to 10. And we don't have to mess around with the Crossroads thing either, thankfully. Right. 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 red die for Sophie the midwife. Oh, look at all those 6s. 5 6s. She's only got 1 investigation. There's no way she could stop any of those. So, Sophie didn't die, but Valeria certainly did. So all those 6s were like 2 wounds each. So, you know, what was that? That was about 7 or 8 wounds there. So, unfortunately, I'm afraid Valeria has bit the dust. So, she's gone. Bloody 6 6. 5 6s or something there, wasn't it? 4 or 5 6s. Right. That's her done. And now it is Eliza, the witch hunter. She gets 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bet she doesn't get a load of 6s. She does get 3 hits though, so that's good. 2 5s and a 6. So at least we've got it down to 7. So it's got 7 health left. So that's not a bad roll really. So, oh, it's got 8 health left, sorry. It gets 1 because it killed a hero. So it's actually on 8 health. Apologies. Right, so, and it gets to go against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a red die against Dr. Manning. At least the red die and Dr. Manning missed, so he's fine. We've got a 5 and a 6. We'll bring Dr. Manning into play. He's going to roll this 6 first. So he's going to see if he can prevent the 6. He does. So that one didn't go through at all. And now he's going to try it on the single one. Ooh, not quite. So she does take a wound there. Right. So that is it. And I think that's the end of the showdown round again, because we started with Sarah, did we not? So, start of the next showdown round, which will be Eliza, because poor old Valeria has bit the dust. Not before time though, is it really? It's not like she hasn't had a good innings. So, can we swap? Just going to check if we can swap with people who've been knocked down. That's about, can't see why not. Just pick it up off the floor, can't you? Let's just check. I couldn't find anything, so I don't think you can. So, fortunately the flail stuck there. Right, so it is going to be Eliza to go first. Oh, she can refresh a charm. Okay, Eliza with 7 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on, we could do with a decent roll, Eliza. That isn't bad. That isn't bad. She's got a 5 and 2 5s and a 6. So that is 3 wounds. So it's down to 5. Not bad, not bad. Could have it on the run. But it's his go now. Her go, sorry. The Banshee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 for Dr. Manning. Ooh, it hit Dr. Manning, but all the others missed. That's great. Is there anything we can do? We're going to force it to re-roll with the charm. So it's going to re-roll this red die. Ooh. Miss, damn it. So that was a good use of the charm. Brilliant. So we'll keep those 3 because it's Sarah the Bright Witch now. Did I give her 2 investigation? I think I did. It's those 2 there, isn't it? Right. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. Could win. Could win if we get 5 successes. Come on. Oh! 4 successes. That is so close. Look at that. Oh, dear me. That was so close. It's on 1 wound. Oh, are we going to do it? So that's 1. Oh, that is so close. We've used the charm as well, so we can't have a re-roll. Oh! But that was good. That was a good roll. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All 7 on Sarah the Bright Witch. Come on, a rubbish roll. That's just 1 hit, but 1 needs to re-roll. Yay! So she only takes 1 wound. Now, I could spend the 2 investigation there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take that wound. Because I want that 2 investigation to be ready. I want it to be ready to possibly save Eliza. So, 2. She's got 2 left. We might do it. We might do it. So, we go round again, I think, because obviously Valeria's snuffed it. So, 2 investigation. And it's Eliza to go first, is it not now? Yeah, we're sort of swapping back and forth now. I think it's Eliza to go. It doesn't really matter, does it? But I think it's Eliza to go, and we've only got to get 1 wound. So put those 4 in, and another 3. Come on! Yay! 2! 2. Brilliant. I think that's enough, but it's simultaneous. So the Banshee still gets another go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 for the Dr. Manning. Miss Dr. Manning. That's cool. We've only got 1 6, which is only 2 at the most because of the Wailing Death. So that 6 is going to be re-rolled because Dr. Manning, well, we're not going to re-roll. We're going to see if we can get a 4+ to prevent it. We don't, but it doesn't matter. She can afford to take 2 wounds. But the Banshee can't afford to take 2 wounds because it's only got 1 left. Ah! In your face. Oh, blimey. So, poor old Valeria, she didn't quite make it, but I think everybody else did. I think I caught everything. I think we're fine. I think we won. But obviously, if I've cocked up, please let me know. I might have done. It's the usual flying frog stuff, this. You know, it's a dice rolling frenzy. You've got a million things to remember. So I probably did make a few mistakes. Hopefully nothing like game breaking. Hopefully we did win. So brilliant, yeah. We were rolling appallingly as well until Sarah got them 4. That really helped right at the beginning. I didn't think we had a cat in hell's chance, especially after Valeria went down. I thought, oh right, that's it now. What was it? The black dice where I rolled something like 4 6s. They just completely did for her. So, but last couple of rounds, some good rolls, and I think we managed to defeat it. So brilliant stuff. Bye bye Banshee. Woo! Everyone likes a winner, baby. That's no lie. Cool. Right. Okay, I've got to stop saying right as well. Somebody pointed out that I say it about 50 times. So apologies for that. So, I've probably said it another 50 times this episode. I shall have to, concentrate on not saying it. Okay. say that instead. That is it for A Touch of Evil, the Banshee. A victory, hopefully, if you haven't made a cock up somewhere. So, brilliant. Thoroughly enjoyed it. What a great game. It's just really thematic and stuff. The only quibbles I've got with it are just the usual flying frog quibbles, really. It just does get... It gets to be a bit of a memory exercise. It'd be fantastic, you know, with a few players, because a few players can always remember stuff for you, but very similar to Shadows of Brimstone. If you're playing solo, man, you've got to have, like, you've got to be memory man in order to sort of remember everything. But saying that again, I mean, it is the first time I've played it, so I'm unfamiliar with it. Probably after a few playthroughs, it wouldn't be such a problem. But, yes, thoroughly enjoyed it. I think we were quite lucky. We got no evil elders. I think that helped throughout the game. We managed to pick 4 elders, none of them were evil, and that really helped when we came to putting the hunting party together. So yes, cool, brilliant. So and we managed to kill the groundskeeper Willie early on as well. That was good. So, but even so, the Banshee, that wailing death, you know, essentially getting 2 wounds for 6s, that is tough. So I think we were pretty lucky to get away with that, really. Right, okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions, thanks for all the views, thanks for all the comments, and thanks for all the support. Thanks to everybody who's gone across the Board Game Links to upvote the site. Thank you very much indeed. So that is it for A Touch of Evil, the Banshee. What's next? Well, I'm going to do Eldritch Horror and the new expansion that's come out, Signs of Carcosa. So look out for tomorrow. I will probably do an introduction and setup episode. But that will then be it for 2 weeks, because I'm going on holidays. Or vacation, as you call it, over the pond. I'm going to sunny Portugal for 2 weeks. So I'll just leave the introduction and setup, and then when I get back I can get right into it. So I'm looking forward to that, actually. It looks like it's going to be a toughie. Hasta looks tough, man. He looks like one mean mother. So I think we're going to have some laughs with him. Right, but anyway, until then, that's it from me. So I'll see you next time. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, saying toodaloo.